Today I am going to teach you about the structure of atom. According to Dalton theory of atom, atom is the smallest particle of an element. It can neither be created nor can be destroyed, but it has been verified that atom is made up of electrons, protons, neutrons, positron, neutrino, meson, etc. These are called subatomic particles of the atom. Out of these subatomic particles, electrons, protons and neutrons are called fundamental subatomic particle of the atom. J.J. Thomson and Rutherford laid foundation about the structure of the atom. Now we shall discuss about the discovery of electron by J.J. Thomson. For the discovery of electron, J.J. Thomson made an experiment by taking a cylindrical tube made up of hard glass fitted with two metallic electrodes called cathode and anode. This tube is called discharge tube. This tube is also connected with the vacuum pump which maintains the pressure of the discharge tube. Here the figure of discharge tube. This is cathode. This is perforated anode. Vacuum pump. Used to maintain the pressure of the discharge tube. About 10,000 electric volt was applied during the experiment at the pressure about 10 to the power minus 2 mm. The ray was emitted from the cathode and produces glow at the side of the discharge tube. And these rays are called cathode rays. Now we shall study the characteristics of the cathode rays. First, cathode rays travel in the straight line. These rays rotate the light wheel placed before the cathode rays. This prove that cathode rays have mass and kinetic energy. That is, cathode rays have mechanical properties. When electric field is applied, cathode rays move towards the positively charged anode. This verifies that cathode rays have negatively charged character. Next, cathode rays are made up of small particles called electrons. Cathode rays had property to ionize the gas through which they pass. They have also property to produce fluorescence. When cathode rays are made to fall on the metals having high melting point, they produce X-ray. Cathode rays produces heat when they are made to fall on the thin foil of the metal. On the basis of the above observation, we can conclude that cathode rays are made up of small particles called electrons, and they have negatively charged. Now we shall study the general characteristics of electrons. Electrons are the fundamental particle of the atom. They have negative charges. Their absolute charge is 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. They have mass equivalent to the 1837 times the mass of the proton. Its absolute mass is 9.109 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Total charge of the 1 mole of electrons is 96500 coulomb. On the basis of the experiment and characteristics, we conclude that electron is the universal particle of the atom. It is not verified only by the J.J. Thomson, but it is also verified by the emission of beta rays from the radioactive elements. Beta rays is only electrons. Photoelectric effect. In the photoelectric effect, when light is made to fall on the surface of the metals, the electrons begin to emit. This is also verify the presence of electrons in the atom, and thermo-ionic emission process also verifies the presence of electrons. In this process, when filament of the metal is heated at high temperature, electrons begin to emit. Thus, these three processes also identify the presence of electrons in the atom or the universal particle present in the atom. Tomorrow we shall study about the discovery of protons and neutrons.